Okay, line by line. Line by line, turnover.
Turnover 200 tambah 150 tolak 10.
Okay, tolak 10. Okay, lagi. Okay, cost of sales. Cost of sales.
50 tambah 40 tolak 10.
Okay, okay, tolak 10 lah. So this is part of the cost of sales for the swing. So sebelum tu saya lupa nak tanya you. Tadi dia upstream ke upstream or downstream sales?
Hail to sway downstream.
Say downstream. Okay, downstream Okay, downstream. So this is part of the cost of sale of hail. Cost of sale of sway. Okay, so ini pun tolak. Okay, kalau ada intercompany sales, then you have to take out the amount from both turnover and cost of sales. Okay, turnover for hail, okay, and cost of sale for the sway, which is part of the cost of sales. Okay, purchases cost lah. Okay, so jadi 80. Okay, and then expenses, Hakimi?
Expenses 25 tambah 10.
Okay, 25 plus 10. Okay, okay. Listen Saya sengaja tunjuk one by one tau sebab saya akan bagi tip kat sini. Mungkin dua. Satu tip. Faham tak?
Oh.
Faham tak? Ya. Jadi kalau you tak letak langsung kat sini, you akan dapat satu tip dia. Understand or not?
Understand.
Okay. If let's say you just let's say this one is correct. Okay lah, no problem. But let's say katakanlah you forgot to put take out the 10 ni, you lupa nak letak apa tu yang inter sales ni, so you will get no marks at all. Okay, kalau sini jadi 330 kalau tak masuk ni kan. So you hilang markah semualah. Faham tak? So that's why it's very important for you to show where you get this amount. Kena tunjuk. Okay, and then taxation tak ada adjustment. Okay, which is 50 plus Hakimi?
50 plus 40.
Okay, 50 plus 40. Okay, so and then profit attributable to parent and non-controlling interest. So as I always told you, you must calculate for the non-controlling interest first, right? So how to calculate this, Hakimi?
Non-controlling.
How to calculate for the non-controlling interest?
Profit for the year sway,
Yes.
60,000.
60,000. Okay. Times
20% non-controlling interest.
20%. Okay, 20% of non-controlling interest. Saya lupa nak bagi tahu. As usual, you must first determine the controlling interest mesti. Okay, controlling interest whereby 8 out of 10 million, isn't it? Okay. 100%, so jadi 80%. So meaning the non-controlling interest will be 20%. Okay, so still, okay, non-controlling interest is 60,000, which is profit for the year. Okay, times 20%, so 12. So the balance of this 135 goes to the parents part. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then this is requirement 1, Roman. Okay, and then requirement number 2, you are required to show the calculation for the profit for forward or profit on 1st January 2004, right? X4. Kan? So maksudnya profit pada awal tahun lah. Okay, so profit pada awal tahun which is consists of H and sway lah. So H you just take the 35,000 tu. Okay, not 35,000, 35 million. Okay, 35 million. And then for S, see I told you, for S tu, kan 30,000, okay, which is the opening profit. If you look at the question, tengok soalan dia. Tengok soalan dia kan, kau tadi tu. Sorry ya. Okay, so 30,000 ni, yang tadi yang H punya kan. But of this 30,000, okay, consists of pre and post, isn't it? Pre and post. Pre is 10, post is 20. So that's why you have to take out the pre part. Okay, 30,000 and then you minus pre-profit, which is pre-profit of on the acquisition date, which is 10 million. So this is post. Okay, post retained profit of sway. Are you following?
Yes.
Okay, so 20 million times 80%, so you get here 16,000. Okay, so ini ialah Jawapan ni sebenarnya kat sini saja. Okay, which is berapa ni? 35 plus 16. So this is 51. So 51 ni ialah retain profit on 1st January Expo. Jawapan ni kat sini je sebenarnya.
Oh, sampai situ je.
Sampai situ saja. Yang ini ialah yang retain profit on 31st December X4. Ini yang Roman 2 tu kan. Ni kat sini.
16
Okay.
ya.
Ya. Maksudnya ditambah. Tambah sini je. Tambah profit for the year from the consolidated. This is consolidated. Okay, consolidated retain profit of parents. Okay. Boleh? Tambah yang 1, 2, 3 tu. Okay. And then you minus dividend of Hill only. This one very important. Student selalu salah. Okay, this one for the group, this is a group retain profit tau. This is group retain profit. Okay, so you take out the dividend for parents only. So you ambil parent punya je lah. Parent punya saja.
Okay.
Okay. So parents dividend. Okay, parents dividend only, do not take. If let's say there are dividends paid by Sway, you cannot put here. Okay, this is for dividend of holding company only. So 109. Okay, so that is a alternative way of calculating this. Okay, ni sama Kita tengok ni sama kan amount ni kan. So this is actually, this is also how to calculate the group retain profit on 31st December X4. Okay. Yes, yang profit pada akhir tahun lah. Okay, so you take the return profit of H kan. Yang ni sebenarnya kalau you nak kira, tapi I would prefer you to do it this way. Okay, more easy to understand. Okay, this one is more technical lah. So kalau you nak tahu 75,000 ni, okay, profit for the year, okay, profit for the year plus dengan 35, okay, 35 ini kan profit for the year of H and what?
Minus
Yes, sorry. Apa tu brought forward punya, okay. Retain profit of H retain profit of H for profit for the year, and then retain profit, and then you minus 25. Okay, minus 25 yang dividend punya lah, dividend. Okay, tapi you senang je, saya cuma bagi tahu you je lah. And then you take the profit carry forward tu. Profit carry forward tu you tambah dua-dua lah. Okay, tambah dua-dua. Okay. Yang S punya kan, yang S punya cuba kalau kita tengok sini 60 plus dengan 30. Okay, and then you minus pre-retain profit minus times 80%. So you akan dapat jawapan yang sama lah. Okay, tapi saya tak akan suruh you double check lah. So I prefer this way. Saya suka yang cara nombor 1 sebab senang, bukan senang, maksud saya we can understand how we can understand logically how to get the figure. Okay, this one you must somehow kena kira sikit lah, technical sikit lah, kena hafal sikit. This one if you understand, insyaAllah you can. Okay, so this is the other alternative how to calculate the group retain profit at the end of the accounting period. Okay, at the end of the reporting period tu. Okay. Okay, terima kasih Hakimi.
Okay.
Okay. Siapa nak tanya? Anybody wants to? This one is quite straightforward, tak ada masalah kot. So 13.2 now 13.2. 13.2, let's first understand the question. For gas and fuel, you are also provided with the profit or loss. For gas and fuel, okay, you have turnover, cost of sales, gross profit, expenses, operating profit before tax, dividend from quoted investment. Okay, please take note here. Okay, macam biasa juga. Okay, acquisition date is tak beritahu. Acquisition date pada awal tahun. Tengok. Kalau soalan ni, okay, you are provided with the profit or loss at the end of 31st December X6. And and additional information ni, issued gas acquire 80% of the issued ordinary share capital of Sure on 1st January X6. Ini memang pada awal tahun. Okay, kalau yang ini Sure punya retain profit opening of the year tu, this is all pre. Okay, this is pre-retained profit of Sure. Okay, sebab apa? Sebab dia acquire pada awal tahun. Okay. Sebelum tu kita tengok lagi item profit or loss. Turnover, cost of sale, gross profit. Okay, expenses, operating profit before tax, dividend from quarter investment. This is dividend from other investment. So no issue, you just consolidate this. Okay, ni tak ada isu nak ada intercompany dividend tak. Ini ialah dividend from quoted investment, other investment which is outside the member. Are you following?
Yes.
Ni tak ada masalah. Bila you nak buat consolidated profit or loss, you tambah je dua-dua ni later. Okay, but dividend you must, ini you kena careful. Okay, dividend from Sure. See, gas. Okay, this is gas holding company and then Sure, right? So this one is dividend of gas which is received from Sure. So you would expect Sure, okay, is the subsidiaries. Okay, so gas ni dia terima dividend daripada Sure. So this is this is intercompany dividend. Okay, which is should be eliminated from the consolidated profit or loss. Are you following? Hello? Ashikin, boleh dengar kan?
Dengar.
Kat saya? Okay. Ini ialah intercompany dividend. Okay, this one should be eliminated from the group profit or loss. Okay, and then taxation, profit for the year, retain profit opening, opening of the year and then dividend paid. Okay, this is gas, pay dividend, parent and also the Sure. Okay. So additional information, Gas acquired 80% of the issued ordinary share capital of Sure on 1st January at 6. The issued share capital of Sure comprised of 800,000 ordinary shares. Okay, during the year, Gas sold goods 800,000 for 120,000 to Sure. 1/4 of the goods remain unsold in Sure. So you are required to prepare the group statement of profit or loss, COPL, and calculate the retained profit as at the year end. Okay, so siapa nak stay dengan saya ni? Siapa nak kawan dengan saya untuk soalan ni? Any volunteer?
Lain kan?
Orang lain lah pula. Terima kasih Hakimi for volunteering.
Saya lah doktor.
Siapa tu?
Shikin.
Shikin. Thank you Shikin. Okay, tengok B ni. Okay, first as usual of this information, what you can determine Shikin? Yang pertama sekali you kena tahu apa?
Yang kena tahu dia punya controlling interest.
Yes, controlling interest is?
80%.
Yes, 80%. So non-controlling interest is?
20%.
20%. Okay, lagi apa lagi yang kita dapat daripada sini?
Untuk
ini yang A ni. A.
Yang A
acquisition date kan? Acquisition date. Okay, ini acquisition date on 1st January at 6. Okay, so kalau tahu acquisition date, kita akan determine dia punya pre-profit kan? Berapa dia punya pre-profit dia?
Pre-profit dia 120,000 tolak 100,000 jadi 20,000.
Kejap, dia punya ni pre-retain profit of Swing. Berapa? Pada tarikh acquisition date ni. Ni, misalnya yang ni Shikin. Shikin? Tengok sini kan? Tengok, retain profit at the beginning of the year tu, ini ialah tarikh dia punya acquisition date. So ini ialah total retain profit. Faham tak Shikin?
Faham.
Okay. Yang kedua lagi, dalam apa yang P ni apa lagi, what you can see here, Shikin? What you can see here, ada apa?
Ada goods of sale 100,000 daripada 120,000.
Okay, yang ni jadi apa ni? Dia ada apa ni? Dia ada gas sold goods to Sure kan? Okay. Kalau kat sini dia ada intercompany sales, isn't it?
Betul.
Intercompany sales. Lepas tu dia ada apa ni? Satu ialah inter sales, isn't it? Inter sales of 120,000 lah.
Betul.
Okay. Lepas tu dia ada apa kat sini? Dia ada apa ni?
Dia unretained profit.
Tak, unrealized profit.
Oh, unrealized. Okay. Sorry,
Yang pertama tak apa. Okey, yang pertama dia ada intercompany sales, yang kedua dia ada unrealized profit.
profit.
Okey, unrealized profit of profit macam mana nak cari kat sini? How do you get the profit?
120,000 tolak dengan 100,000 dapat 20,000.
110 ke 120?
120 doktor.
Yes, 120 darab dengan minus 100,000, so you get 20,000, right? URP
Betul.
times berapa? URP ni ialah URP the one that which is not sold yet. Kan? So berapa dia punya URP dia?
1/4, 500.
Okay, 1/4 So berapa jadi?
500.
500. Calculate balik. 500 ke 5,000?
5,000 doktor.
Okay, 5,000. Okay, so here of this information B, you have intercompany sales of 120,000 and the other one is you have the unrealized profit. Why unrealized profit? Because that 1/4 of the goods, okay, is remain unsold issue. It is not sold yet. Okay, so meaning if let's say the closing stock, if there is unsold goods, so meaning there is unrealized profit. Okay, which is 1/4 of this. Okay, 1/4 of the URP tu lah. Okay, you jangan kira daripada total sini pula. Boleh daripada sini tapi you kena kira the portion of the profit tu. Okay, it should be eliminated. Okay, so now you are required to prepare the group profit or loss and also the group retained profit at the end of the accounting period. Okay, so check your answer sama-sama Okay, Syikin, stay dengan saya. Okay, turnover. First, turnover. Turnover, how do you get this? Itu 120,000 je. Okay, 2 million.
Plus 1.6 million.
Okay, so I show you figure in thousand plus
minus 120,000.
Yes, 120,000. So this is inter sales. Okay, inter sales. You show one by one tau sebab saya akan tick tiga-tiga ni ada 4 tick. Okay, kalau you tak letak langsung ni, sini salah, habis markah. Kalau you letak ni 2 je, ni tak ada, at least dapat 2 markah. Understand or not?
Okay.
So please show. Okay, and then cost of sales? Cost of sales?
600,000.
Okay, plus
400,000.
Okay, and then?
Minus 120,000.
Yes, so intercompany sales ni and then?
Plus 5,000. Okay,
you add back the unrealized profit. Okay, you add back the unrealized profit. Okay, kena tambah balik. So kalau saya tick kan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kalau you tak letak ni, you letak 2 ni je dapat markah. Kalau you tak letak langsung, sini salah, so no marks at all. Okay, so be careful Okay, and next Syikin, expenses?
600,000.
Okay, 600,000.
Plus 600,000.
Okay, so and then dividend?
Dividend 40,000.
40,000.
Plus 20,000.
Okay, yang ni apa ni? Dividend income from whom? From whom? Daripada siapa?
Daripada Sway.
Not Sway. Bukan daripada Sway tau. This is from quoted investment yang ni saya cakap tadi tu.
Okay.
Ni yang kena careful ni. This one. From quoted investment you boleh ambil right away. Yang ini boleh ambil. Yang ni tak boleh ambil. Because this is intercompany dividend. Nampak tak Syikin?
Faham.
Boleh so kalau you buat line by line tu you just ambil from outside. Okay, from outside investment. Okay, you must understand dividend is actually you get income from your investment. Okay, this is dividend. That's dividend. So the rule of thumb, or the you must understand, when preparing the consolidated accounts, any intercompany transaction should be eliminated from the group accounts. So that is why dividend from Sway cannot be part of your group profit or loss. Faham tak? Faham tak sikit? So yang daripada outside tak ada masalah. Okay, that one from outside, then you have to consolidate lah. Okay, from intercompany transactions or intercompany balance sheets should be eliminated. Okay, you tak boleh eliminate tu maknanya you kena buang terus daripada group. You must understand this is for the purpose of the consolidation only. Okay? In each separate profit or loss, no problem. That should be recorded. Okay? So kalau you letak kat sini dividen, okay, dividend of sway, so kosong lah kat sini. Sampai sini tak tulis lah. So it is already been eliminated, okay, from the solution. Okay? Okay, continue. Now tax. Yes, tax. Tax, Shiki?
300,000
Okay.
plus 240,000.
Okay, so tick. Okay. So this one is the total profit for the year. Okay, total profit. Okay, ataupun consolidated retained profit lah. Okay, consolidated profit or loss. Tak payah tulis pun tak apalah. So, ni dipanggil consolidated. Consolidated profit after tax. Okay. So now you have to attribute between the parent and non-controlling interest. Okay. So now Syikin, macam mana first? You must work on for the non-controlling interest. So this one you take from ambil daripada mana ni? Ni. Daripada profit for the year.
Profit for the year.
Profit for the year of sampai ke mana?
Sway.
Sway mana ada sway kat sini? Dia ada gas dengan sway.
Kejap.
Profit of siapa? Siapa punya profit?
Sure.
Yes, okay. Profit of your subsidiary which is sure lah. Okay, profit after tax. Okay, kalau you tengok dekat soalan pergi balik, you tengok yang kat sini. Okay? Boleh? Boleh?
Boleh.
Siapa yang macam loss lagi tu, mana nak ambil pick up, now I'm telling you. Okay, for you to attribute the profit for the non-controlling interest, this one is profit after tax of sure. Okay, ataupun subsidiary lah. Okay, and then you times 20%. Kalau tak ada apa-apa, tak ada upstream punya sales, tak ada masalah, you ambil je. Okay, and then you times, kenapa 20% Syiki?
Sebab non-controlling interest punya percentage.
Okay, very good. Okay, and then the balance goes to parent.
Parent.
Okay. And then habis lah yang apa tu requirement yang A, yang Roman ni, satu Roman. And then for second one, okay, second one you are required to calculate the retain profit. Okay, retain profit at year end. Betul tak? Kan? Okay, so kita pun buatlah yang ni lah. Okay, yang ni. This is the one lah. Okay, group retain profit as at 31st December, okay, X4. Okay. So, kena start dengan H lah. Okay, first you ada H kan? Okay, first you have H. Okay, H, you ambil je 140 which is this is opening. Okay, this is holding company punya retain profit at 1st January X4. Okay. You ambil yang awal tahun dulu. Okay, awal tahun punya. Okay, this one. Hello.
Ya.
Please take note mana satu Okay, Syikin. Mana ni kita ambil yang awal tahun punya. Okay. Okay, you take the opening. Okay, opening retain profit. Okay, for H kan. Okay, kalau tadi, beza kalau tadi you ambil H saja tau. Sebab apa? Sebab yang part of the sure punya tak boleh lah. Sebab sure yang awal tahun tu semua ialah pre. Are you following Syikin?
Follow.
Okay, kalau yang question number 1 tadi, if you notice, if you still remember, you take S as well. Betul tak?
Betul.
Kita ambil yang S punya juga. Sebab apa? Sebab yang S, yang dalam S tu dia ada pre and post. Okay, but for second question, we cannot take from the opening profit of the subsidiary because all of the opening profit of subsidiary is pre-part. So tak boleh ambil lah. Kan tak? Okay. So that is why for the group retain profit, Okay, for the group, you ambil yang H punya saja. And then you ambil PAT, which is you get from the consolidated profit after tax. Okay? Okay. Okay. And then you minus dividend of
800,000.
okay, of cash only. Okay? You ambil yang cash ataupun yang holding company je. So you get 988. Yang ini yang dia the other alternative lah. Okay, jawapan dia sama kan? Sama lah. Okay, tapi you ambil yang ni je lah senang. Satu cara je. Okay, ni ada cara dia. Kalau you nak calculate, you kena ambil apa ni, opening, you tambah yang PAT, solat dengan dividen dulu. Okay, lepas tu you ambil yang S punya. Okay, you ambil opening, campur dengan yang ni dan dia ada working dia lah. Okay?
Okay.
Satu cara je. Okay?
Okay.
So, selesai lah. Terima kasih Syikin.
Sama.
Okay. Now we go to 13.3 13.3. Okay. 13.3. You are provided with a statement of profit or loss as at the year end 31st December X4 for Archie and Sabrina. Okay, Archie and Sabrina, you have turnover, cost of sales, gross profit, expenses, operating profit before tax, and then dividend from Sabrina. Jadi pun ada intercompany dividend. So you will expect. You will expect so. Okay, you boleh You boleh agak lah. Okay, you have dividend from Sabrina. So you see here Archie, okay, and Sabrina. So Archie received dividend from Sabrina, which is part of the which is the member of the group, right? And then you have the taxation profit for the year. Okay, and then you have additional information on 1st January X2. Archie acquired 140 million ordinary shares and 40 million 7% preference share of Sabrina when the retained profit of Sabrina is 20 million. So you see here, not only Archie acquire the ordinary share, but also acquire the preference share. Okay, preference share you kena hati-hati juga. Okay, whether it is cumulative or non-cumulative ni, betul tak? Kan? Dan yang ni cumulative ke non-cumulative ni? Yang ni, cumulative.
Non-cumulative.
Non-cumulative. Hello? Any boleh? Okay, jawapan dulu.
Doktor boleh ulang balik tak sebab tersekat-sekat?
Suara kita tak jelas, Doktor.
Doktor tak dengar apa-apa.
Doktor. Tak dengar apa-apa.
Can you hear me?
Tadi lost dah last minute lebih
Sekarang dah
lost.
okey dah.
Tak dengar apa-apa doktor.
You can
No, actually I mute. I purposely mute because I have a missed call. So sekarang
Okay.
saya dah okay. So I asked you just now, okay, Archie not only acquire the ordinary share but also the preference share kan? So preference share you got to be more careful lah because you must ensure this preference share whether cumulative or non-cumulative. So this one cumulative or non-cumulative ni? Yang biasa ke yang tak biasa?
Biasanya non-cumulative.
This is
Sekarang ni non-cumulative.
Okay. Ni non-cumulative. Okay, so non-cumulative tak ada masalah Okay, tak ada masalah maksudnya okay, now you already determined dah which is non-cumulative. Okay, now you have the retained profit. Okay, retained profit of Sabrina is 20 million. So the acquisition on 1st January X2. So acquisition dia punya balance sheet date. Okay, this is okay X4. So meaning the acquisition took place 3 years ago, right? 3 years ke? Okay, 2,
Yes, Doktor.
3 years ago. Okay, 3 years ago. Okay, so 3 years ago. Okay, so lagi issued ordinary share of Sabrina was made up of 200 ordinary share and 100 million ordinary share. This one is provided to you because you must calculate the what? You must calculate the
Controlling
apa dia punya
interest.
controlling interest, okay, with the percentage, okay, of acquisition, okay, of both ordinary share and preference share. So you see, okay, you see that the controlling interest berapa? Siapa nak volunteer? Khadijah lah, Khadijah. Okay, controlling interest, berapa controlling interest?
Untuk ordinary share 70%.
Okay, which is how you calculate 140 divided by
140 by 200.
okay, so this one is 70%, right? Say now you know, then you know the non-controlling interest 50%. But for the preference share berapa?
Archie 40
40
divided
out
by
of
40%.
100. Okay, time 100. So jadi 40%.
40%.
Isn't it? So non-controlling interest punya
60%.
60%. Okay, ni you kena determine dulu. Okay, so you are also provided with the retained profit opening. Okay, and then dividend paid, okay, as for okay, sorry, dividend paid. Okay, dividend paid for export which is for ordinary share half year only. Okay, half year only. So you can understand here Sabrina pay preference dividend for half year amounting to 3.5 million. Okay. So you take note lah ni. And then additional information C, during the year Sabrina sold goods costing 50 million for 16 million to Ashi. So this one upstream ke downstream? Khadijah.
This one upstream.
This one is upstream. Okay, this one is upstream. Okay, Aci sold one half of this good. So itu apa lagi maksudnya? Dia ada intercompany sale which is upstream. Number 2, dia ada apa?
Unrealized profit.
Yes, dia ada URP of how much? URP?
5,000.
5,000. Okay, so which is dia
5
ada
million silap.
5 million. Okay, you see here URP is 60 million minus 50. So you get these figures are in million and then you have a 10 million, right? Okay, times one half. So it's 5 million, isn't it? URP. Boleh? So ada dua maklumat kat sini. Okay, number 1 is sales. Okay, intercompany sales and number 2 is the URP. Okay, so this one you take note lah. In your question tu, you dah take note dah apa yang you've got to take into account when you do the statement of profit or loss. Okay, and then the group retained profit and the composition of non-controlling interest, right? So of this information you dah tahu dah. You ada intercompany sales and also unrealized profit. Okay, you kira siap-siap. That will be easy for you. Okay, when you want to prepare the requirement lah. Okay, you want to respond the requirement. Okay. Okay, now we go to the answer. Okay, we go to answer 13.3. Okay, Khadijah? Okay, Khadijah?
Yeah.
Turnover? Tak apalah, dah ada pun you sebut je. Turnover?
500
Okay,
million
turnover which
plus
is?
350.
Okay, 500 million. Okay, and then 300 million and then minus 60. This is what? This 60 is what? 60 is? 60 is?
Intersale.
Intersales. Betul tak Khadijah?
Yeah, Doktor.
Okay. And then cost of sales? Cost of sale which is 100,000. Okay, 100,000 of, 100 million of Archie. Lagi? 100 million of Sabrina. And then intercompany sales tadi. Okay, which is cost of purchases, cost of purchases of Archie. Okay, and then you add back the Add back the
Unrealized profit.
add back the yes, unrealized profit closing unrealized profit for closing. Apa tu let's say the question dia ada apa unrealized profit from opening, you have to minus. Okay, ni tak ada yang opening kan. If I'm not mistaken, we have discussed one of the example in your textbook. Okay, when you have unrealized profit from the opening stock, then you have to minus.
Minus.
Okay, take note ini ialah from the closing. Okay, closing. Okay, URP. Okay, then you have to add back. Okay, expenses, Khadijah.
150
Expenses, okay, 150 plus
plus 70.
70. Okay, 2220. Taxation,
Taxation 100
okay, 100 plus
80.
80. Okay, 100. Okay, and then profit attributable to first you calculate for the non-controlling interest. Okay, non-controlling interest. Okay, look at this working number 1 ni. Okay, working number 1 Okay, working number 1. Okay, first kita ambil yang mana? Khadijah?
Profit of Sabrina after tax.
Yes, profit of Sabrina 100 million. Okay, and then we minus?
Minus with unrealized profit.
Yes, tengok sini tengok unrealized profit dekat Sabrina. Why you minus from Sabrina?
Upstream.
Because this is upstream sales. This one careful Okay, selalu student tersilap kat sini. Because somehow URP you can minus from the group. Okay, this one you minus from the subsidiary because it's Sabrina who sold the goods. Sebab dia upstream sales. Okay, betul you tahu upstream, downstream. You boleh hafal, but somehow you must understand upstream mean it is sold by the subsidiary. Are you following the rest of you? Please respond. Respond please. Tolong jawab kalau you faham kenapa tadi ambil kat sini. Yes, please please. Okay, kalau tak nanti you salah salah kira nanti you rugi markah. Okay, please this is why you minus URP here because this is sales from the subsidiary. Okay? Okay. Continue Khadijah. Now you minus the
Preference dividend.
yes, preference dividend. So it is you take from the quick part. Ini you ambil ni je half preference half year you ambil je lah exactly because this is non-cumulative. Betul tak? Betul tak?
Betul.
Yeah, okay, kalau dia non-cumulative you just take what it is Okay, so you have this total profit available to the subsidiary. So of the preference dividend, okay, this one you times berapa? 60%. Kenapa 60%?
Non-controlling interest for preference share.
Yes, okay, non-controlling interest entitled for the so out of this preference dividend, okay, non-controlling interest entitled for 60%. Okay, so 60% of the preference dividend belongs to non-controlling interest. So 2.1 million. Okay, total 2.1 million. And then from the total PAT ni, okay, total PAT 91 million and 500,000 times 30%. Kenapa 30%? Ni Khadijah?
Non-controlling interest for ordinary share.
Yes. Okay, non-controlling interest share of profit. Okay, for the non-controlling interest which is 30%, 20%, 30% because the controlling interest 70%. Okay, jangan keliru tau. Siapa-siapa tu please make sure you are following Please make sure you are following. Then you get 29,550,000. So this is apa ni? Apa ni Khadijah?
And profit for non-controlling interest.
Yes, profit attributable to non-controlling interest which is you carry to consolidated profit or loss. Betul tak Khadijah? Kan?
Ya.
Okay, and then the balance goes to parent lah. Okay, you just work backward. Okay, the balance goes to parent. You tak payah nak kira lah macam mana dapat ni. Ada cara kira dia tapi no need lah. It's quite easy for you to work backward. Okay, from the total profit after tax for the group and then you take out. Okay, you do the workings for the non-controlling interest. The balance goes to parent. Okay. And then sesudahlah yang untuk yang first part. Okay, first part you are required to calculate to show the to prepare the group statement of profit or loss. And then second part you are required to calculate the group retained profit opening, right? Betul tak Khadijah?
Betul.
Okay, yang ni lah. Okay, which is this one lah. Okay, which is this one. Okay, this is group retain profit. Okay, group retain profit. Okay, let's say tengok So first you take from the Aci. Aci, tengok Aci. Aci you ambil yang opening ke closing Khadijah?
Yang opening 40 million.
Yes, ambil yang opening dulu lah sebab dia nak opening kan. Okay, this is Aci. Retain profit. Okay, so retain profit. Okay, retain profit on 1st January Expo.
4.
Okay. So and then you take Sabrina part. Okay, Sabrina which is retain profit on 1st January Expo juga. Kenapa? Sebab acquisition dia bila? Kan? Yang saat datang kita ambil kan?
Ya.
Ya. Yang ni kenapa kita ambil? Sebab?
Sebab acquisition dia 1 January X2.
Yeah. Okay, so dia ada pre and post kat sini. So you take the opening retain profit for 1st January Expo tu. Okay, and then you minus pre part. Okay. Lain-lain tu kena apa? Kena aware, kena alert sampai apa yang saya cakap ni. Okay. Okay. So you get this post. Okay, post retain profit of Sabrina. Okay, times 70%. Okay, which is belongs to Aci. Okay, which or the group. Okay, 7 million and then you have this. Dan jawapan ni sampai sini je. Yang ni je yang apa? Yang jawapan yang untuk apa? Yang tu, yang tu Roman tu. Yes, okay, because tu requesting for the group retain profit on 1st January Expo. So jawapan ni sampai sini je sebenarnya. Okay, but this solution carry until group retain profit on 31st December Expo. Dia tolong kirakan terus, tak apalah, follow je lah. Okay, follow je. Okay, which is in case you are required to calculate this, then you know you are actually taking in the group. Okay, group profit tu. Okay, group profit which is you take from the COPL, isn't it? Are you following class?
Yes.
Okay, and then you take out the dividend paid for the Aci only. Okay, Aci only. And then you take out the dividend paid. Then you have the group retain profit as at the year end. Boleh? Ada siapa nak tanya tak? Okay.
Bila preference dividend je kita kira macam ni. Ada preference dividend.
Ya, kalau preference dividend memang kita kena ambil kira. Kalau maksud saya gini, kalau subsidiary tu dia ada preference share. Dia mungkin you kena ambil kira. Okay, sama ada holding company tu acquire ke tidak, itu bukan persoalannya, but you have to take into account. If let's say parent do not acquire at all the percentage of the preference share tu, so maksudnya dia akan jadi 100% lah kat sini. Preference dividend dia akan jadi 100% untuk non-controlling interest. Boleh Hakimi?
Boleh.
Okay. Sebab biasa ada, kalau ada preference share dia akan ada dividend lah. Okay, sebab you must understand preference share is the dia akan ada, dia ada priority, okay, over the ordinary share. Normally for the preference share there is payment or declaration of the preference share dividend. So if let's say the parent company do not acquire any of it, so total preference share dividends belongs to non-controlling interest. So dia akan jadi 100% kat sini. Boleh Hakimi?
Boleh.
Okay.
Doktor.
Okay.
Ada satu yang benda saya termiss 13.2 tak adil, yang tak adil punya baru perasan.
Mana satu?
Yang 240,000 tu dapat dari mana?
Ini ke?
240,000 kat retain profit CF carry forward.
Mana siapa ni ke? Ni ke? Ini kalau ni alternatif ni cara alternatif. Okay, alternative way of calculating the group retain profit. Okay, as at 31st December Expo. Cara yang lain, you can double check. Okay, kalau you nak tahu macam mana dapat ni, ini ialah retained profit of subsidiary ni. Iaitu you ambil daripada profit after tax, okay, of the sure tu. Okay, yang you tengok sure je lah 380,000. Lepas tu you campurkan dengan dia punya retained profit opening which is 80. Okay, ini ialah P&L punya. Okay, yang ini ialah brought forward. Okay, lepas tu you tolak dengan 80 tu ialah tolak ini dividen. Tolak dividen. Okay, tolak ini ialah dividen. Okay, lepas tu you darab dengan 80% lah macam tu. Macam tu lah. Tapi ini you boleh tengok macam ni. You ambil cara ni pun okay je. You ambil satu cara je. Ini lah kalau you nak double check lah. Kalau you have time, you can double check lah sebenarnya. Tu tolak dengan URP. Kenapa tolak URP? Yes.
Tak dapat.
Okay ke? Sorry, dia ada tolak lagi satu. Dividen to gas ni yang dibayar. Okay, tolak dengan 64,000 saya rasa. Ni datang daripada 80,000 darab dengan 80%. Ini dividen. Okay, dividen to gas. Yes. Saya rasa cara dia complicated sikit lah. Okay, so
tak apa, kita ambil yang asas lah.
Yeah. Okay. So kalau you tak embur kira yang di bawah aku, yang ambil atas tu okey je.
Jadi jawapan je sampai atas pun dah cukup lah.
Maksud saya ini ialah alternatif. Cara alternatif tu ialah cara lain untuk kira group return profit which is quite technical. So you ambil cara macam ni je lah. Okay?
Okay.
You ambil yang ni je. Ini alternatif, cara lain. Okay, cara lain. Okay? Okay, yang tadi dah sampai sini kan? Okay, lepas tu, tengok 13.3, composition of non-controlling interest. This one. Okay, yang ni, this one. Okay, we have done this, and then this one. Composition of non-controlling interest means that what comprise non-controlling interest at the end of the year. Okay, so what comprise? As usual lah, you kena tahulah. Dalam composition tu dia akan ada ordinary share. Okay, dia akan ada ordinary share. Okay, ordinary share which is out of, macam mana? Khadijah, sila nampak ordinary share for non-controlling interest ni? Yang ni yang trigonometry ni.
200 million minus
200 million times berapa persen?
Times 30.
30%. Yes. Okay. Ambil daripada mana you tengok tadi ni. Total preference share, total ordinary share is 200 million. Okay, to 200 million, you know that the controlling interest non-controlling interest is 30%, right? So out of this 200 million, 30% belongs to non-controlling interest. Okay, that's why yang ni ialah non-controlling interest ini what composition ini ialah untuk composition Okay, composition of non-controlling interest. Composition tu maksudnya apa element in non-controlling interest, okay, as at 31st December 4. Okay, apa elemen dalam non-controlling interest? It should be ordinary share, okay, ordinary share which is 200 million times 30%. And then preference share, berapa preference share? Berapa peratus?
100 million.
Okay, 100 million which is berapa persen dia punya? 60% kan? Yes. Okay, so 100 million times 60%. Are you following the rest of you? Please respond. Okay, please please respond. Okay, this one non-controlling interest yang bukan dalam COPL tau. Ini ialah composition. Composition tu maksudnya elemen lah. Element in non-controlling interest as at the year end. Okay, so what comprise non-controlling interest are ordinary share. Okay, how to get it? From total ordinary share times 30%. And then preference share 100 million times 60%. And then return profit brought forward. Okay, return profit brought forward 9 million. You ambil je lah daripada yang ni. Dia punya opening ni. Okay, return profit opening. Okay, 30 million. Okay, 30 million, 30% belongs to non-controlling interest. Are you following? Khadijah? Okay, ini ialah return profit brought forward Okay, and then profit for the year. Profit for the year from the COPL lah. Okay, which is you calculated earlier. This one.
20
Yang ni,
million.
yang ni. Okay. Dan dalam COPL ni. Okay, which is you carry to COPL. This one is belongs to non-controlling interest, share of profit. Okay, share of profit. Okay. And then you tolak dengan preference dividend. Tolak preference dividend. Okay, for both ordinary share and preference share. Okay, kalau ordinary share tu kira macam mana Khadijah?
20 million.
Sekejap Sekejap. Sorry. Okay, 20 million darabkan dengan
30.
times 30%. Okay. So this comprise the non-controlling interest at the year end. Okay, beza composition of non-controlling interest, okay, dengan apa tu non-controlling interest share of profit dia berbeza Hello, this one that you calculated earlier, non-controlling interest share of profit. Okay, which is comprised in COPL lah. Okay, yang you kira untuk COPL ni. Okay, but this one, yang 3 Roman, composition of non-controlling interest, which is element of non-controlling interest as at the year end. Are you following?
Yes, Doktor.
Okay. Do not get yourself confused Okay. The last one, terima kasih Khadijah.
Okay.
Okay. Now, 13.3. Ni saya nak main class rep lah. Mana class rep Atira? Atira? Dia dah bangun tidur ke belum? Ada. Ingatkan bangun lewat. Masa korang tu Okay Atira, 13.4. You stay with me sebab ni last class kan? Okay. Okay. Turnover. Okay, you have the item here, you have turnover, cost of sales, gross profit, operating profit, okay, operating profit before tax, service charge. Ni item yang berbeza, okay. Bila item beza tu, you kena perhati sikit lah. Ada dividend from white. Okay, you see black and white, so you would expect white biasanya akan jadi subsidiary lah. Okay, this one is the holding company, right? So you can see dividend from white. So this one is obviously is the intercompany dividend. Betul tak Kak Tira?
Betul.
So bila saya sebut intercompany dividend, it should be what? Kenapa? Yes, you have to eliminate this. Okay, from the group profit or loss. Okay, the rest of you, bila sebut intercompany dividend or intercompany transactions, it should be eliminated from the consolidated profit or loss. Okay?
Madam, item tu
Yes.
tak tunjuk lah kan? Nanti
So, sorry?
item tu kena tunjuk.
Nak tunjuk tak apa, yang pastinya kat kolom tu mesti kosong lah, dia mesti kosong
Kenapa?
ataupun nil macam tu. Okay,
So
nak
kalau
tunjuk.
tunjuk ke tak isi, mak kata lah.
Baik isi, tapi kosongkan. Maksudnya you faham?
Yes.
Tapi you kosongkan dekat bahagian tu. Okay?
Boleh.
Saya akan tunjuk item by line. So bila sampai dekat intercompany punya dividen, jangan jadi kosong. So bila tunjuklah, so maksudnya you faham. Boleh tidak?
Boleh.
Okay, and then profit for the year. The additional information, White was incorporated on 1st January X7 with 400,000 ordinary shares and 200,000 10.5% cumulative preference share. Ini yang I tanya tadi ni. Bila what is the implication if the preference share is cumulative? Apa dia punya implication di Tira? Bila kita nak kira apa?
Apa beza dia madam?
Itulah saya tanya you ni.
Masa nak kira profit attribution madam.
Yes. Okay, bila kita nak kira dia punya dividen nanti you kena ambil apa? Kita kena ambil?
Yang
Kita
full
kena ambil?
punya.
Ya, kita kena ambil full punya preference share.
1 year.
Ya, 1 year punya. Tira.
Oh ya.
Did you get it?
Yes. Kita kena ambil semua nilai dia.
Maksudnya kena ambil. Kalau kat sini preference half year kan? Okay, ini 10.5 million kan? Betul tak? You kena ambil yang sepenuhnya. You kena ambil full nanti. Yang ni yang separuh. Okay, macam mana nak kira ni? Cuba je kira. Macam mana dia dapat ni? Tira, cuba you kira. Macam mana dapat dividen ni? Macam mana dapat dividen ni? Ni yang macam mana dia dapat 10.5 ni? Cuba kira Tira.
Sekejap.
Macam mana dia kira? 200 ni million 200,000 kan ni? Betul tak?
200,000 darab
Yes, times 10.5%. Lepas tu?
to half year.
Darab dengan 1/2.
One
Sebab
half
ni
kan?
half year je. Okay, cuba kira everybody. Please calculate. Okay, 200,000 times 0, 0.105. Okay, and then you divide by 2. Okay, you get 10.5 million. Everybody, please participate Kalau you tak participate, you boleh get loss. Saya suruh you keluar, you boleh jadi loss. Okay. I don't mean you, I didn't say you get lost, no. Okay. But in a good way, better you participate. You take your calculator and then you calculate 200,000 times point 105. Okay, and then you divide by 2. Okay, you get 10.5 million. So this is preference share and preference dividend for half year. Separuh tahun je. Okay. Okay. Calculate lagi. Continue lagi. Taxation profit. Okay. Incorporation is on 1st January X7. Dia punya acquisition date dia bila Tira?
1 Januari at 7.
So, dia punya year end date ialah?
31 Disember at 8.
X8. Okay, so implication dia you kena faham lah. Okay, kalau you kata, so meaning the acquisition date was 2 years ago, right? Okay,
Yes.
7, 8. So meaning kalau kat sini you kena faham return profit on 1st January X8 ni, okay, dia ada pre and post. Dia kena ada pre and post. Sebab apa? Sebab acquisition date was 1st January X7. Okay. Tu dia punya implikasi dia. Saya dah bagi tahu banyak kali. Okay, and then D. Tengok D. Apa lagi? D. Ini dividend paid. Okay, ordinary and preference. Okay, black charge white for professional service rendered. Okay, tengok ni black, ni white. Okay, so black white. Dia kata dia ada professional charges okay, of black. Black ni ada provide professional service. Okay, to white. So the fees are included in the statement of profit or loss of black and included in the expenses of white. So meaning black and white already transaction its own profit or loss. So black dia akan record sebagai apa Tira? Black akan record transaction ini sebagai apa dalam buku black?
Sebagai dia punya black charge kan? Dia punya untung lah.
Bukan untung, dia punya income. Income lain tau. Untung tu ialah profit, income tu ialah pendapatan, dia berbeza. Okay, ni apa tu dah ni, AFA1 ni jangan keliru lagi Tira. Term yang you guna tu, the terms that you use actually representing your understanding. So but I believe you understand. But somehow this one is referring to the income, bukan profit tau.
Betul.
Okay. So white akan record sebagai apa? This one is the income. Okay. White will record this as what apa?
Sebagai expense.
Kenapa expense?
Sebab dibayar.
Sebab dibayar. Okay, sebab white ni terima professional service daripada black. Are you following? Okay, sama kat sini. So service charge, you tengok sini kan, ada income, black dah record. So you know this is intercompany transaction which is 5 million ni, okay, which is already been recorded by black as its own income. So white dah record dalam expense. So dalam expenses ni, dia akan ada, dia dah record dah ni. Okay, dia dah record dalam ni. Boleh tak Tira? So meaning you have to take out the 5 million and then you have to take out 5 million here later dalam COPL. Boleh? Sebab apa? Sebab apa kena buang?
Kena buang balik.
Kenapa kena buang?
Dia apa?
Intercompany apa?
Transaction.
Yes, intercompany transactions. Boleh tidak?
Boleh.
Okay. Okay, next. E. During the year black sold inventories costing 10,000 for 12,000 to white. The white has sold all of them. So dia nak bagi tahu apa kat sini E ni?
Tak ada URP. Dia jual semua.
Okay, no URP, betul. No URP, but there is
Intersale.
yes, inter-sales. Okay, upstream ke downstream?
Tu buat. Jadi downstream.
Downstream. Kenapa downstream?
Parent jual sendiri.
Yes. Okay, this is downstream. Okay, why? Because parents sold goods to subsidiary. Boleh? Okay, so intercompany sales ni how much? Berapa sebenarnya?
12,000.
12,000. You jangan ambil yang 10,000 tau. Ini ialah cost dia je. Okay, cost je. Cost untuk black. Black jual dengan 12,000. So ada dia ambil untuk 12,000. So cost of sales ataupun sales per transaction kat sini ialah 12,000. You jangan ambil 10 ni pula. Kalau ambil 10 habis salah lah. Kenapa? Sebab sales dia ialah 12,000 untuk sales untuk black. Tapi dan apa tu white juga record dia punya cost of purchases dia ialah 12,000. Faham tak? Sebab tu intercompany sales 12,000. Boleh?
Boleh.
Okay. So no URP. Why? Sebabnya dia dah jual semua. White dah jual semua pada outsider. So no issue of URP. And then F, group recognize partial goodwill. Okay, and is impaired by 10,000 at the end of the year. So kalau saya tanya, saya kata impact kalau di partial goodwill kan, apa indikasi dia Tira?
Kena tolak dekat parent je.
Yes, kena tolak dekat parent. Okay, kena tolak dekat parent. Kalau full goodwill?
Kalau full goodwill kena bahas dekat
Kena, kena apportion lah. Part of the goodwill, okay, impairment should be deducted from the parents and part of the apa dia? Subsidiary. Okay, kalau dia full goodwill lah, dia kena ada apportion lah, dia kena allocate lah. Okay, and then so you are required to prepare the consolidated statement of profit or loss. Okay, assuming profits accrue evenly throughout the year. Ini kalau ayat ni bagi tahu apa ni? Apa assumption dia? Profits accrue evenly throughout the year. Apa assumption dia?
Apa
Assumption dia ialah profit ni boleh dibahagikan sama rata sepanjang tahun. Tu maksud dia. Okay? Tu maksud dia. Okay? Kalau dia kata profits or revenue accrue evenly throughout the year means that the profit or the revenue can be allocated evenly. Okay, boleh dibahagikan sama rata sepanjang tahun. Okay, tengok jawapan dia. Okay, so 13.4. Okay, line by line, Atira. Okay. Turnover. Apa lah tu, rasa baca je. Turnover, bacalah turnover one by one.
Kosong. 310 tambah
310 tambah 190,000 and then you minus 12. This is intercompany?
company sales yang tadi.
Yes, intercompany sales. Cost of sales? Cost of sales? 100 plus
80
minus 12. Okay, so saya akan tick semua ni. 1, 1, 1, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, expenses? Expenses, Adira?
operating expense.
Yes, operating expense.
97.5
Okay.
30
Okay. Lagi?
tambah 10 tolak 5.
Tambah 10 ni apa ni? Ni apa dia ni? Apa yang you tambah 10 ni? Apa yang you tambah 10 ni?
Mana tu yang tadi?
Apa dia? Apa dia? Apa dia yang you tambah 10 tu?
Ni yang charge tadi.
Charge tadi, are you sure?
Yang tolak 5.
My loss of goodwill.
Dia ada dua kat sini ni. Dia ada adjustment. Yang 10 ni apa ni?
Ya.
Cari. Yang lain pun tengok siapa yang dapat jawapan dia, please respond.
Impairment of goodwill, madam.
Impairment of goodwill. Okay, impairment loss.
Oh, kena tolak kat situ.
Iyalah, sebabnya impairment untuk tahun tu kan? Impairment of goodwill, yes. Okay. Boleh? Yang ni yang additional information yang E tu kan? E kan? Dia kena careful tu. Then impairment of goodwill. Sorry, F. Yang itu. Okay?
Betul.
Sebab ni yang itu ialah yang tahun tersebut. Katakanlah yang tahun lepas tak boleh tolak kat sini, kena tolak dekat previous year punya profit lah. Boleh? Itu yang tahun tersebut. Okay, kalau F tu kan, group recognize partial goodwill as at 31st December X8. So meaning the current year profit. Okay, the impairment is 10,000. So this one is current year punya impairment of goodwill. Boleh?
So kena tambah balik.
Tambahlah sebab apa? Sebab dia expenses kan?
Balik expenses so tambah balik.
Yes, maksudnya sebahagian daripada expenses tapi kat sini kau tolak lah. You tengok formula dia tu kan. So all expenses will be deducted but in order for you to calculate the total expenses you must add. Betul tak? You must put in lah. You kena tambah lah. Boleh?
Boleh.
Okay, now you punya and then this one ni apa ni? Yang ni apa?
5,000.
Apa 5,000 tu?
Yang ni yang
Apa dia?
charge dekat white.
Yes, intercompany intercompany transaction. Isn't it?
Betul.
Okay, intercompany transaction yang ini yang you keluarkan. You keluarkan 5,000 daripada buku siapa sebenarnya ni? Siapa yang record ni?
Siapa yang record?
White kan? White kan dah masukkan dia punya expenses tu 5,000 kan? So you kena keluarkan lah daripada expenses. Sebab apa? Sebab dia intercompany. Okay, sebab kalau you perasan kat sini, dia ada apa tu service charge kan? Dia tak keluarkan langsung. Kalau you letak kat sini, you nampak lah. Okay, service charge. Okay, which is income. Okay, you akan tolak macam ni lah. You kan, macam tu tak ada. Boleh? Faham tak? Kalau dalam you punya apa tu, profit or loss tu ada kan? Dia kalau ditunjuk kat sini, dia akan jadi kosong. Okay, kat service charge tu dia akan tolak. Okay, tolak ataupun you eliminate. Senang saya sebut eliminate. You eliminate the other income of 5 million. Okay, and then you take out the expenses of my 5 million. Are you following?
Yes.
Tu you kena careful tu. Okay. So ini ialah intercompany transaction which is professional service tu. Okay. So ini ialah additional information yang mana? Yang D. Okay.
Yang D.
Okay, so you dah selesai. Okay. Taxation you tambah kalau salah tak cakap apa. Jangan salah ni terima je ni. Taxation ialah 40 plus
20.
Okay. Okay. So then you attribute between parent and non-controlling interest. So as usual, you will work on the non-controlling interest part first. Okay, non-controlling interest part. Okay, macam mana? Kita start dengan apa? Tira? You ambil mana satu dulu?
Profit.
Start from profit apa?
Mana?
Kita nak buat kat sini kat working number 1 ni. Okay, kita start dengan apa? Non-controlling interest. You start from?
Profit white.
Profit after tax of white. Okay, which is from white. Okay, from white book. Okay, kalau kat sini you akan start dekat atas ni lah. You akan ambil yang profit of white. You ambil je. Okay, this one. Okay, 60 million ni. Okay. Sorry, not 50 million, 50,000. Okay, 50,000. Okay, and then you minus apa? You minus? Minus
Profit.
apa? Minus apa? Minus apa?
Dividend.
Dividend apa?
Preferred dividend.
Ya, preference dividend. Macam mana dapat 21,000 ni? Macam mana dapat 21,000 ni?
200,000.
Okay, 200,000 darabkan dengan
10.5%.
10.5%. Kenapa tak ambil Hafil? Kenapa tak ambil kat sini je? Kau ke soalan dia kan? Kenapa tak ambil kat sini? Kenapa tak ambil 10.5 ni? Why
Tak
you
boleh.
take? Kenapa tak boleh ambil 10.5? Separuh. Ni beza dia yang saya kata kumulatif dengan non-kumulatif tu. You boleh ambil? So that is why here you take full amount of preference dividend 21,000. Okay, which is 200,000 times 10.5% lah. Okay, you ambil full ni yang dia punya implication. Okay, for you to determine whether it is cumulative or non-cumulative. Boleh?
Boleh.
Okay, so ini ialah profit after tax lah. Okay, for group consolidated profit ni 39. Okay, 21,000 ni preference dividend kan? Okay, non-controlling interest punya berapa peratus? Non-controlling, ini kan you kira controlling interest, non-controlling interest kan. So out of this preference dividend ni, Non-controlling interest punya berapa peratus?
Semua.
Semua. Kenapa semua?
Sekejap.
Kenapa semua?
Hmm. Dia tak cakap pun
Kita cakap apa?
dia acquire ni. Dia tak cakap
Siapa
pun
dia tu? Siapa dia tu?
dia tu black.
Black tu siapa?
Parent.
Yes, parent do not acquire any of the preference share. Okay, of the white kan? Ni yang saya kata ni. Tadi yang kawan you tanya Hakimi tadi. Okay, kalau ini apa implication ni? Let's say, saya tambah tadi kan saya kata kalau let's say the parent do not acquire any, dia tak acquire langsung preference share, so all dividend goes to non-controlling interest. Betul tak Tira?
Betul.
So total preference dividend will belong to non-controlling interest lah. Okay? Boleh? And then non-controlling interest, share, dia punya share ni, kita lupa nak kira controlling interest. Controlling interest ni berapa tadi? Lupa nak kira.
Yang mana? 21,000.
Untuk, berapa?
21,000 kan?
Tak ada, maksud saya controlling interest je. Saya lupa nak kira tadi, yang awal-awal tadi. Controlling interest dia acquire berapa? 300,000 kan? 300,000 daripada 400,000 kan? Betul tak?
Betul.
Kan? Okay, this is all in thousand. So meaning this is dia berapa persen ni? Berapa persen ni? 75% kan? Betul tak? So non-controlling interest is 25% lah. Okay, so that is why total profit after tax, so 25% belongs to non-controlling interest. Betul tak? Betul tidak?
Betul.
So non-controlling interest share of profit will be 30,750. So this one will be part of the profit attributable to non-controlling interest. Boleh tidak? Boleh tidak?
Boleh.
Okay. Ini working ni lah. So the balance goes to parent lah. Boleh ni implikasi dia tu sama ada kumulatif ataupun non-kumulatif. Implikasi dia, kesan dia, kenapa we have to determine whether the preference share is cumulative or non-cumulative. Cumulative preference share means the dividend can be carried forward. Okay, they can be accumulated to next year. Okay, walaupun bayar separuh, you mesti provide full. Oh ya, faham? Macam tu lah. Okay, so apa lagi requirement dia ni Tira? Dia nak apa lagi Tira? Dia jawab yang number 1 kan? Number 2 dia nak apa? Dia nak apa? Tengok, requirement dia nak apa?
Consolidate profit and loss.
Itu sahaja kan?
Itu je.
Itu je lah. Okay? Kalau dia minta consolidated profit or loss, so consolidated profit or loss sahajalah. Tapi dia tunjuk juga bookings Okay, sebab ni biasanya normally consolidated profit or loss is comes together with the equity part. Okay, with the changes of equity. For example, let's say dia akan tanya ni lah, biasa kat sini. Dia akan tanya sama ada ini, okay, which is group retain profit atau brought forward, okay, ataupun dan group retain profit carried forward. Understand or not? Biasa dia akan datang sekali. Okay, which is for group retain profit brought forward ni macam biasa je H, S ni kosong. Kenapa kosong? Kenapa pula kosong lah? Sebab dia acquire bila? Dia acquire, ni ada silap sikit ni. Sorry, incorporation dia ialah 1 January X7. Tapi acquisition date kan? Dia acquisition date ialah 1 January X8. Pasal tadi? Saya tersilap tadi. Incorporation of what 1 January X7. Okay, tapi on 1 January X8 Black acquired share. Ni acquisition date dia 1 January lah. Okay, sorry saya tak perasan. Ini ialah incorporation. Incorporation ni satu hari ditubuhkan. Okay, so that is why if you calculate the profit brought forward tu, you see H is 50,000. Okay, and then S dia kosong lah. Sebab this is all free. This is all pre-profit. Okay, so pre-profit. So semua ialah profit yang awal tahun ni, ini ialah semua pre. Ni saya tersilap tadi. Okay, kejap. Sorry sekejap. Let me plug in the charge. Okay. Kan? So tak
Madam.
semua tu free. So semua tu
Madam.
free. Yes, yes.
Madam, kalau lah kan
Aha.
apa acquire preference dividend kan,
Aha.
tu dekat yang kita kira tadi dia akan effect lah kan, bukan 2 tahun setengah lah kan.
2 tahun setengah.
Dia akan
Mana?
effect
Dia effect kat mana?
dekat preference dividend yang kita kira tadi dekat NCR.
Kalau maksud you kalau dia tak apa?
Kan tarikh acquire dia kira 1 Januari 2008 lah kan.
Tu tak ada effect. Ini ialah preference dividend for the year tau.
Oh,
Tak ada effect dia sama ada parents acquire ataupun tidak. Kalau parents ada acquire, so dia ada percentage you ambil yang non-controlling interest sahaja.
walaupun
Ha.
tarikh 8 dengan S7 ni tak effect lah.
Tak effect. Sebab dia ialah preference dividend for the year.
For the year.
For the year. Okay? Sebab you kena faham sekarang you prepare profit or loss tau. Profit or loss kan for the year ended. Untuk tahun tu je lah. Dia takkan ambil kira kecuali dekat dia punya group return profit ni, then you have to take into account lah. Sebab ini macam brought forward kan, kalau ada apa-apa you akan ambil kira kat sini. Okay? Boleh kira? Okay. Okay, ini so S ni lah sebabnya all the the return profit here is pre. Ini semua pre So saya tak perasan, sorry Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Lepas tu ni. Okay, lepas tu PAT you take from here as usual. Okay. Ni bukan ni. Sorry. Ini. Sorry. Ini profit dia sama je ni. Ini profit yang untuk akhir tahun terus ni. Profit 31st December. Okay, X4. Okay, kalau X8. Okay, ini kalau nak tahu dia punya yang opening yang ni je. Sampai sini je. Ni 1 Januari X8. Okay, brought forward Group return profit. Sampai sini je. Okay, tapi yang sampai year end you kena tambah lah. Okay, yang daripada COPL, this is from COPL. Okay, and then you minus dividend of black only. Okay. So ini ialah X8, 31st December X8. Ini ialah alternatif. Alternatif. Ni saya tak nak terangkan. Ini sebab ni panjang. Okay, you ambil yang ni. Okay?
Kena
Ya.
estimate mana lah doktor?
Sorry?
Estimate lah.
Sebab apa? Sebabnya return profit brought forward dia pada 1 hari bulan 1 X8. So 1 bulan 1 X8 ialah tarikh acquisition. So S punya kosong lah. Sebab semua pre. Faham tak? Okay? Begitu. Boleh?
Boleh.
So you tambah profit for the year from the COPL and then you minus dividend of the black which is for the holding company which is 20 million and then you get the profit as at the year end. So this is group retain profit at 31st December X8. Okay? Boleh? So soalan ni dia minta COPL je but somehow normally the question will acquire you to show the group retain profit punya workings as well. Okay, because it normally comes together. Okay, changes of the equity. Okay, biasanya macam tu. So done 13.4, 13.1, 2, 3, 4, 13.5. I will give you the answer. Boleh? Saya bagi you answer, you tak faham, you tanya dalam kelas So I give you a break for 5 minutes and then we continue with part 3 saya stay kat sini. Kalau you nak tanya boleh Tapi saya bagi you break 5 minit. Okay? And then after this we continue with part 3. Okay? Boleh tak?
Boleh nak pergi makan.
Okay. 5 minit je, macam mana nak makan?
Breakfast.
Baru breakfast. Macam mana? You bangun pukul berapa Saya pukul 5 pun dah bangun tau prepare breakfast.
Lepas subuh lah bangun. Sebelum subuh.
Lepas tu kenapa nak makan terus? Tak apa. You can go to for breakfast very quick breakfast. Okay? Nanti lepas kelas you makan lebih banyak. Okay. Anybody who wants to ask, please go ahead. I'm still here, but those who want a break, then take a break and then we start at 10:25. Okay, 25. Sorry, kita start pada pukul 10, 26, 27 macam tu. Okay? Siapa nak tanya boleh saya stay je kat sini. Okay, Assalamualaikum. Shall we start our financial accounting and reporting 3? Hello? Anyone?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Please pick out your financial accounting and reporting 3, FAR3, and then I will stop sharing this one. Should you have any other questions, you can always ask. Okay, no problem. Okay, let me now sharing the FAR3. Sorry, FAR3. Where is it? Okay, this is the topic. This is your the one that I shared. Okay, if you have the textbook, that would be very good. Okay, throughout the class, okay, throughout the lecture, you can actually highlight okay what is important. Okay, before that, I also have the slide of this chapter. Hello, did you see my screen? Are you able to see my screen?
No.
No, doctor.
No. Okay. Okay, that is why I asked. I wonder nobody is responding. They can. Did you manage to see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Boleh boleh Okay, okay. Okay, this is a slide from chapter 3. If I not chapter 6. I already share with you the slide as well in Philip. Saya ada share saya rasa. Okay. Okay, okay, your chapter 6, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, chapter 6 is about the advanced financial statement analysis. Okay, before this you have learned how to analyze financial statement through ratio. Am I right? Okay, you analyze your financial statement. Okay, you know how to prepare the financial statement, right? So financial statement consists of your consists of your statement. Financial statement. Please respond me. What is your financial statement? Okay, what is the composition of financial statement? Apa dia? Hello? Am I talking alone here? Hello? Can you all hear me? Can everybody please respond? What is your financial statement? Yes. What is the composition of financial statement? Biasa sebut financial statement ni consists of what? Apa yang you belajar daripada apa? You are actually uh, studying about financial statement all along kan? Okay. So financial statement tu apa dia? Financial statement? Hello, financial statement?
Financial statement statement of comprehensive income dengan statement of financial position.
Yes. Ataupun you punya profit or loss kan? Profit or loss lagi?
Dengan statement of financial position
Dia ada lagi statement of equity. Tadi yang kita belajar equity kan? Satu lagi ialah apa dia? Ada 4. Satu lagi apa dia? Satu lagi ialah cash flow. Yes.
Statement of cash flow.
Yeah. So your financial statement consists of that 4 statement lah. Okay, financial position. Okay, which is it shows your asset, liability. Saya tulis kat sini You janganlah, nanti orang tanya you tak tahu lah. Siapa yang ajar accounting lah? Saya je yang salah. Okay. Tengok tak apalah. Apa yang kurang tu kita perbaiki lagi So saya pun taklah sempurna. Kalau silap saya pun silap saya lah. So okay, bila letak financial statement you have 4 Okay, you have not consolidated. Financial position. Okay. And then you have P&L, okay, profit or loss, okay, statement of profit or loss, okay, and then you have a statement of changes in equity, okay, statement of equity, and then you have cash flow. Ini lah you punya financial statement. Okay, benda ni yang you belajar. But now this topic is actually how to analyze. You learn how to analyze through ratio, isn't it? Okay, you analyze through ratio. Yang you belajar daripada FAR 1, FAR 2, you learn how to calculate ratio. Am I right?
Yes, Doktor.
You ingat tak? Ratio ada berapa ratio? You ada ratio, you ada liquidity ratio, right?
Liquidity
Lagi
lagi.
profitability ratio lagi, solvency ratio, am I right?
Betul.
Kan? So ini yang advanced part. Okay, advanced part of the financial statement analysis. Okay, not only ratio is used to analyze your financial statement, but ratio can also be used to detect the earnings management. Ini yang nak belajar ni. You nak tahu, you are expected. Okay, this is the learning outcome of this chapter, whereby you are expected to be able to explain the meaning of creative accounting. Ini yang first time dengar kan? Sebelum ni pernah dengar lah dekat Ryan and Not in my class. Okay, creative accounting, you should be able to explain what is creative accounting and earnings management. Ni yang saya kata advanced part tu. Okay, so you are expected to understand. Okay, explain the meaning of creative accounting and the earnings management. And then discuss the motivation. Why management do creative accounting? Why management manage the earnings? Okay, this is through this chapter lah. Okay, itu yang saya kata advanced part tu. Boleh? Okay, ratio ni bukannya sahaja untuk kita analyse financial statement, kita boleh tahu juga. Kita boleh detect. Okay, earnings management punya behaviour. Saya record tak kelas ni?
Tak tahu.
Tak record pun. Tak apalah, tak record saya record lah. Okay. Tak apalah. Tak ada orang request. Saya terlupa. Okay, tak apa. Okay, I be sharing saya ada share topik 13 ni dekat you punya kelip tu. Tapi yang group B punya. You carilah yang kelas kedua terakhir tu chapter 13 saya rasa Tak apa Sebab tak ada yang okay, tak apa. No problem.
Okay.
And then the techniques, okay, techniques of creative accounting. Techniques tu maksudnya macam mana caranya lah. Okay, how the management do the creative accounting and earnings management. And then the ratio, ini salah eja. Okay, ratio analysis. How the ratio that you know previously that you learned in FAR 1 and FAR 2, this ratio can also be used to predict the fraudulent financial reporting, because excessive creative accounting may lead to fraudulent financial reporting. Okay, bila management tu dia kreatif sangat, prepare financial statement ni guna allowable financial accounting policies, they are actually lead to fraudulent financial reporting. Okay, it may lead to fraudulent. Okay, so the ratio can be used to predict. Okay, previously you learn how the ratio can be used to analyze the financial performance of a company, but ratio can also be used to predict the fraudulent financial reporting through creative accounting. Okay, and then discuss the mechanism. Mechanism is ways to limit. So since the creative accounting may lead to fraudulent financial reporting, there are also mechanism. Mechanism is ways. Okay, caranya, how to limit. Macam mana kita nak hadkan. Limit the practice of the creative accounting and earnings management. Are you following class?
Yes.
Hello? Am I too fast? Not too fast, right? Okay, so first, immediate definition. Definition of creative accounting and earnings management. So, creative accounting is opportunistic application of accounting standard. So you must understand, management of a company are given flexibility or given discretion. Okay, mereka ni diberikan satu flexibility untuk memilih accounting standard yang available dalam MFRS. Okay, for the accounting policy, but there are opportunistic. Dia ada sikap mengambil kesempatan. Okay, you know opportunistic behavior, right? Hello? You tahu apa tu opportunistic kan? Itu tak apa opportunistic? Opportunistic. Apa tu opportunistic?
Mengambil kesempatan.
Mengambil kesempatan. Maksudnya management tu dia mengambil kesempatan menggunakan ruang-ruang dalam accounting standard which is allowable in financial statement, allowable in MFRSs, Okay, dia menggunakan standard yang betul dalam MFRS tapi digunakan, dia ambil kesempatan di atas itu. Itu kita panggil creative accounting. Faham? Okay, opportunistic application. Sebab tu digunakan perkataan opportunistic application because this management, they are actually using the allowable standard, okay, accounting standard under the MFRS, but they take they take advantage. Okay. Itu kita panggil sebagai creative accounting. Okay. And management of earnings through creative accounting is known as earnings management. You faham tak? So, creative accounting ni is used to manage the earnings. Earnings ni ialah income lah. Okay, other words for income is earnings. So management manage the earning. Okay, the management manage the earning through creative accounting. Okay, in other words, management masih dia punya accountant dia punya managers dia menggunakan dia manage the earnings. Okay, kalau manage earnings ni maksudnya income yang company tu ada dia dikurangkan, ditambahkan. Okay, dia increase or decrease the earnings. Itu kita panggil creative accounting. Okay, so management of earnings through creative accounting. Okay, maksudnya saya ulang management manage the earnings, okay, using the allowable standards, okay, for their own interest. This is known as earnings management. Faham? Faham tak? So dia ada dua main words kat sini. Satu ialah creative accounting. Satu lagi ialah earnings management. So earnings management is management of income ataupun management of earnings through creative accounting. This is earnings management. Faham tak?
Faham.
Okay. Okay, so perhaps that you can read and make some notes, then you can understand better. So there are motivation. Kenapa? Motivation of creative accounting. Why management is really encouraged, okay, to do this creative accounting. What is this motivation? So this is in your textbook. In your textbook, okay, refer to your textbook. Okay. Definition you can read on your own. There are you boleh baca kat sini baca. Saya ada highlight. Okay, dalam textbook you tu please ni keluar dari exam ni. So motivation. First is contractual incentive. Okay, contractual incentive. Okay, what is this mean by the contractual incentive? Okay, contractual incentive, what is this? So management may manipulate the earnings of contractual reasons. So dia adalah contract dia ni. Okay, example of contract reasons including debts covenant, management compensation agreement, job security, union negotiation. So under contractual incentive ni, management are encouraged to increase the earning. Bila saya sebut earnings atau management of earnings, so company management tu dia manage lah, dia menguruskan pendapatan tu untuk nampak lebih tinggi. Kenapa? Sebab contractual reason ni. Contohnya debt covenant, katakanlah untuk didapatkan loan contohnya. Dia akan, in order for you to convince the bankers, dia akan tunjukkan income yang tinggi kan, betul tak? Betul tak?
Betul.
Management compensation, katakanlah dapat bonus yang tinggi, mesti tunjuk income yang tinggi kan? Betul tak?
Betul.
Sama juga job security, untuk dipastikan dia punya pekerjaan dia tu secure kan, secure, dia mesti tunjukkan income yang tinggi kan?
Betul.
Same juga union negotiation ni. Dia ada dia ada agreement lah. So under contractual incentive, management are motivated to increase the earning. Okay, so manipulate the earning to make it look higher. Understand or not? Okay, so for example, a breach of the debt covenant will result to a breach of contract. Katakanlah income tu rendah. So katakanlah loan yang ada tu mungkin akan ditamatkan contohnya. Okay, so many contract this involves substantial cost to entity managers have responsibility to ensure the debt covenants are maintained. So untuk pastikan dia dapat supplies of fund. Okay, from the bankers for example, it should have a certain level of income. So that is why management are responsible to ensure the level of income is maintained. Are you following?
Yes,
So
yes.
in order to
Yes, yes.
ensure managers are influenced to manage the earning to ensure continuous debt resources are available to entity. So dia akan manage lah income tu untuk nampak tinggi. Walaupun salah tapi sebab apa? Sebab dia rasa dia terpaksa buat macam tu in order to ensure there is untuk ensure the debt coverage is maintained lah. The debt supply is maintained. Faham? Itu ialah contractual resistance. You boleh baca kat sini Contoh compensation tu kalau loan dia, dia punya bonus, salary dia is related to performance of company. So, this is actually based on bonus plan hypothesis ni you akan belajar dalam FAR3. Okay, FAR3, FAR5. Okay, FAR3 FAR3 you akan belajar masa SEM 5. Okay, this is based on bonus plan hypothesis whereby this is under positive accounting theory whereby the managers will maximize the wealth of entity based on their interest. So maksudnya dia akan manage earning tu untuk nampak lebih tinggi sebab apa? Sebab dapatkan compensation yang tinggi. Dia sebut compensation ni termasuklah bonus, dia punya salary, okay, dia punya compensation lah yang reward yang akan didapat. So managers are encouraged to increase the earning to get the good compensation. Are you following class?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, and then that's contractual incentive. You can read the rest. Okay, and then market incentive. Okay, number 2 is market incentive. So managers are also engaged in earnings management when they perceive that reported earnings of their entity influence the market value of the entity's share. Okay, dia percaya earnings tu sangat, earnings tu income lah. You jangan keliru sebut earnings tu maksud dia punya pendapatan lah. Okay, pendapatan yang baik dia akan influence market share. Okay, dia punya harga pasaran tu. Okay, for example, let's say they use the creative account. The creative accounting may influence the entity's share price by reducing the apparent level of borrowing. Okay, so katakanlah kalau income dia tinggi, dia akan menunjukkan dia punya leverage level dia rendah kan? Okay, so this assists in entity to raise capital from new issue of share. If let's say the company has intention to issue the issuance of new public issuance of share kan? So they will make sure the income is at a good profit, as it's good level, isn't it? Kan, dia mesti menunjukkan pendapatan company tu bagus untuk menarik perhatian investor, betul tak?
Betul.
Kan? See, example entities making initial public offering. Initial public offering ni ialah issuance of new issuance of shares lah. Do not have established market price in financial accounting information included in the prospectus in the useful reserves. Hence, there is possibility that managers of entity going public may manage the earnings reported in their prospectus in anticipation of their higher price of their share. Untuk kalau kat sini kan, new public offering ni, initial public offering tu first time di issue share. Okay, kalau you akan investor. Okay, kalau you rasa convinced tak untuk beli share company baru. You rasa you berani tak? You mesti kurang confident lah. That's why saya kata dia mesti menunjukkan income yang tinggi lah untuk convince investor. Are you following?
Yes.
Barulah you rasa confident nak beli share tu. So dia manage lah earning dia. Okay? You can read the rest kan, baca lagi. Okay, baca lagi. Okay? Itu saya bagi you basic understanding. And political cost, this one terbalik sikit. Okay, political cost incentive, managers are encouraged to manage the earning to make it look lower. Kalau political cost ni, okay, kalau yang tadi market punya incentive, satu lagi ialah contractual incentive tu dia akan menunjuk, dia manage the earnings to make it higher, right? But political cost incentive, managers are encouraged to show the earnings lower, okay, in order to avoid the political cost ni. Okay, political cost refers to transfer away, wealth transfer away from entity due to its political exposure. Kenapa? Contohnya, katakanlah kalau LHDN kan, authority, they are actually, they will look for a big company in order untuk pastikan yang companies ni bayar tax lah. Okay, kalau you punya income you tinggi, so maknanya tax pun tinggi kan. So that is why managers are sometimes show the income look lower. Okay, decrease the earnings, to manage the earnings to make it lower, okay, in order to avoid the political prosperity. Okay, so under the incentive, the arguments that entities are perceived to take advantage of the public. Okay, reducing the cost, managers have incentive to manage the earning downwards. Okay, dia akan menunjukkan, dia akan manage earning tu untuk kelihatan lebih rendah. Okay, for example, employee may be unusually high profit reported in the exploitation of their labour and hence they lobby for higher salary. Kata kalau salary dia tengok yang income dia tinggi kan, dia akan minta gaji lebih tinggi. So dia tak nak bayar gaji tinggi, dia akan dia akan manage earning untuk nampak lebih rendah. Are you following? Sama juga. Sama juga regulatory punya effect ni. Okay, untuk untuk elakkan daripada cukai yang tinggi ataupun untuk elakkan subsidi daripada kerajaan tu ditarik balik sebab ni dah profitable. Faham tak? Macam tu. Okay, so there are 3 incentive and 3 motivation why managers engage in this creative accounting. And techniques, jadi teknik-teknik dia. Teknik dia aggressive capitalization. Yang ni baca lah. Aggressive capitalization, okay. Lagi recognizing premature fictitious revenue. Ini apa ni? Recognizing fictitious revenue. So company ni dia recognize premature. Apa tu? Premature atau pramatang. Pramatang tu apa ni? Pramatang. Kalau baby pramatang kat umur.
Yang belum apa dia panggil? Alah.
Yang tak sepatutnya, yang belum wujud.
Revenue yang belum wujud tapi dia wujudkan. Macam ni.
Yes. Okay. Dia mewujudkan sales yang tidak-tidak lah. Dia fake sales. Atau bukan. Pramatang ni dia mungkin ada tapi you should record next year but you recorded this year. Okay, you record the sales this year because you want to show
jadi
the
kat awal lah ni.
Yes, you want to make sure the earnings looks good kan. Okay, sebab tu dia akan record yang premature revenue. Sama juga yang fictitious revenue, ini baru fake. Okay, fixed revenue. Okay, ini baru
dia beza lah.
Yes, premature revenue and fictitious revenue, two different things but they are actually doing this for the purpose of increasing revenue. Understand?
Okay, understand.
Okay. Okay, this can be done by making adjustment to other relevant document. In contrast, fictitious revenue recognition, okay, to recognize revenue from non-existent. Dia tak wujud tapi dia adakan dokumen tu. Okay, for example, fictitious sales transaction can be entered into related party or fictitious entity. So dia reka sales document untuk sales tu yang palsu. Okay? Kenapa dia reka? Sebab the accounts will be audited. Okay, if they have the document in the first place, so auditor would say it is a sales. Dia recognize as sales, so tak salah lah. Okay, tapi sebenarnya sales tu dia tak wujud. Itu ialah premature or fictitious revenue. Okay, that's number 2. And then number 3, valuation of assets and liability. Earnings can be inflated by minimizing the expenses and losses through overvaluation of assets, particularly for assets that are not required to be amortized anymore. Examples, account receivable, inventory and investment. Managers can overestimate the collectability of the account receivable and provision for doubtful debts. Okay, as well as postpone the write down of the slow moving inventory or an investment whose value has declined is not expected or recover. So dia manage the earning through managing the valuation of asset. Contoh for example, let's say account receivable. Okay, so receivable, if let's say of this account receivable there are provision for doubtful debts. Okay, they delay providing the provision for doubtful debts in order to make kalau let's say you provide the provision for the food ataupun you write off the account receivable, that will actually increase your expenses. Betul tak Tira? Betul. Kalau increase expenses mean lower earnings. Betul tak Tira?
Betul.
So dia melambat-lambatkan ataupun dia tak write off. Okay, dia tak write off dia punya account receivable. Sama juga inventory. Okay, inventory, if let's say there are obsolete inventory ataupun slow moving inventory, so they don't write it off. Dia tak write off. Sebab apa? Kalau dia write off, okay, when you write off your inventory means this will be part of the expenses. When higher expenses will lower the earnings, isn't it?
Betul.
Itulah sebab tu yang saya kata manage the earning tu. Okay, with the valuation of asset tu. So managers can also inflate the earning by understating amount of liabilities. Okay, some of the liabilities can be understated including the account payable, accrued expenses and environmental claim. So inilah the ways. Okay, ni aspek teknik-teknik tu. Ways of earnings management. This is how they manage the earnings. Okay, terus benda ni lah. Okay, recognizing of premature fictitious sales, aggressive capitalization, apa tu, evaluation of assets and liability, related parties. Related parties ni ialah apa tu, contoh dia create transactions, okay, dengan dia punya party which is related party. Kalau kau nak ikutnya, dia reka lah, macam ni party transaction Sebab tu MFRS 128 ni dia require, okay, the disclosure of related party transactions. Okay, sebabnya dia takut company tu ada create, there's a space, okay, a room for company to creatively manage the earning. Okay, contohnya, entities may manage earning through transfer of profit, intercompany loans, transfer of non-current asset, off balance sheet transaction other than agreed between the parties. So party sebenarnya intercompany. So which is could be sepatutnya interrelated kan. Kalau interparty ataupun intercompany transaction then you kena eliminate dalam group. Because that one is considered as one single entity tapi dia SE macam dia reka. Okay? Understand or not? Ni big bath ni you ni lah, you baca lah big bath ni. Okay, ini ialah teknik. Okay, ni baca lagi. Saya ni nak kerja masa sekejap Tapi you boleh baca je. Ratio, so this one. Ni yang saya kata tadi. The ratio may as well be used to predict the fraudulent financial reporting. When I say fraudulent financial reporting, okay, fraudulent financial reporting, management are actually intentionally manage the earning, okay, that excessively, this will lead to fraudulent financial reporting. You tahu fraudulent financial reporting kan? Apa tu fraudulent financial reporting ni? Fraudulent. Fraudulent ni maksudnya? Fraud. Fraud tu maksudnya apa?
Dia ni menyelewengkan something.
Macam penyelewengan macam tu. Okay, penyelewengan financial statement lah. Maksudnya apa yang dia ada menyelewengkan dia punya penyata kewangan. Okay. So intention by management to engage in creative accounting or earnings management may lead to misleading or fraudulent financial reporting. Dia boleh menghala ke arah fraudulent. So saya kata kalau dia secara eksesif, dia buat dia manage the earning tu, dia boleh lead kepada penyelewengan kewangan syarikat macam tu. Okay, so ratio analysis can be used to predict. So dia boleh predict dia boleh ramalkan ada fraudulent reporting. For example, current ratio. Okay, current ratio, apa dia punya formula dia? Current ratio. Current asset divided by current liability kan? Betul tak? So kalau good ratio, dia mesti apa? Greater than 1 kan? Greater than 1 punya current ratio bermaksud apa dia? Kalau you ingat lah, kalau you ingat, you mesti ingat. Kalau dia punya indicate more than 1, maksudnya apa? Maksudnya current asset kan?
Mampu cover.
Yes, dia boleh cover current liability. Betul tak? Kan? So you what comprise in current asset? Current asset tu apa dia punya composition dia? Apa dalam current asset? You ada account receivable kan? You ada cash kan? You ada apa lagi? Inventory, betul tak? Kan? Kalau ada investment. Okay, so dia boleh manage dekat account receivable ni. Contoh account receivable, katakanlah dia ada fictitious. Okay, fictitious account receivable ataupun dia ada premature account receivable. Okay, dia letak dalam current asset ni. So dia akan menunjukkan good current ratio kan, betul tak? So dia manage dalam item ni lah. Current asset ataupun inventory. If let's say there are obsolete inventory. So still the current asset is still high, isn't it? Kan?
Betul.
So that is why when they do the current ratio punya analysis ni, dia kan buat trend analysis. Let's say 2018, 2019, 2020. Let's say you want to You want to look at the 2020 punya financial performance. So dia akan compare previous punya current ratio berapa. Okay, let's say dia mesti ini 1.5, okay, 1.6 ataupun ini ialah 1.7. Lebih kurangnya tiba-tiba sini jadi 2.5. Logik tak? Bukan tak logik. Maksudnya dia akan okay, dia boleh menunjuk, dia ada buat jadi questionable lah. Kenapa tinggi? Contohnya. So you can actually, auditors will somehow zoom. Why is this happening? So dia akan check account receivable, dia akan check account inventory. Okay, what this comprise? Because they may consist of fictitious sales, okay, ataupun apa tu, obsolete punya inventory ke. Understand or not? Hello?
Understand.
Yeah.
Understand.
So kita kata current ratio ni, dia boleh predict lah. Okay, when they do the trend analysis. Okay? Tengok current ratio greater than 1 indicates that current liability can be covered by existing current asset. Full receivable, fictitious or low inventory turns or fictitious inventory limit the usefulness of the current ratio. For that reason, ratio must be reviewed jointly with ratios of those activity. So, walaupun dia dah ada, dia akan check, dia akan zoom dekat item dalam tu. Okay? So, embezzlement will generally reduce the current ratio such as the declines or unreported liability. Mungkin dia tak report liability ke. Okay? Katakanlah tiba-tiba dia punya current ratio tinggi kan. Dia akan check, dia akan zoom. Apa consist in current liability. Ada mungkin liability yang tak record ke. If there is unrecorded current liability, that will lead to higher current ratio, isn't it? Macam itulah, etc. Itu yang kata manage the earnings tu. Okay, this is a formula etc. Sama juga ratio. Okay, account receivable turnover index. Tengok dia punya details dia. Measure the collection of company receivable in number of days. Apa guna account receivable turnover ni? Oma. Account receivable turnover index ni, apa dia punya role dia? Apa dia punya fungsi dia? Mengira apa?
Okay, doktor.
Account receivable turnover index. What is this ratio for?
Sure.
Untuk mengira apa?
Kita tengok berapa dalam masa bayaran tu berapa kita akan dapat.
Bukan. Collection from companies receivable in number of days. Berapa hari yang kita dapat collection tu? Berapa hari dia punya interval tu?
Ni kan.
Collection of receivable ni. Okay, setiap berapa hari? Faham tak? Kan? Dia ada formula dia kan?
Ya, betul.
Okay. So lower ratio generally specifies faster receivables collection. Katakanlah number dia kecil katakanlah. So lagi cepatlah dia collect. Faham tak? Lagi cepat dia collect. So dia kata, katakanlah 12 days. Kan 12 days. So every 12 days you can collect your account receivable. Are you following? So yes, the smaller the better lah. So significant decline ataupun significant fluctuation, okay, terima kasih significant fluctuation in this ratio could result in changes in billing policy or collection effort. Katakanlah significant fluctuation, tiba-tiba dia tinggi kan, dia naik. Okay, the result of inflated or fictitious sales. Katakanlah, if sales are inflated or fictitious, the ratio will rise. Katakanlah sales dia tu tiba-tiba jadi tinggi, katakanlah, dia akan menyebabkan collection dia tu akan jadi lebih dia punya collection number of days tu dia akan jadi besar lah. Betul tak?
Betul.
Betul lah, sebabnya kalau dia reka sales tu ataupun dia ada fictitious sales. So sebab dia punya formula dia macam ni. Cuba tengok formula dia. Formula dia kan, account receivable. Betul tak? Account receivable divided by sales. Betul tak? Katakanlah sales dia tinggi. Betul tak? Kalau sales dia tinggi, okay, account receivable akan jadi ni. Jadi dia akan menyebabkan dia punya number of days dia lebih besar. Faham tak? So itu akan lead kepada apa? Okay. So sales are inflated or fictitious, the ratio will rise. Number of days akan tinggi. If the possible of sales to be inflated or fictitious, if the receivable are consistently re-aged, because the ratio will not be adversely affected. So maksudnya selain daripada itu kita selalu kena buat re-aging lah, aging of ratio, aging of account receivable. Okay, so dia boleh detect lah, katakanlah kalau dia buat track analysis of the account receivable punya ratio tu, katakanlah dia punya number of days tiba-tiba dia tinggi katakanlah. So mungkin ada possibility of fictitious sales. Are you following?
Yes.
Okay, so you boleh tengok lagi kat sini expected Account receivable turnover index. Okay, kalau kat sini tu berkenaan dengan mungkin ada company delaying the payment of suppliers sebab cash tu ada. Tapi mungkin cash tu digunakan untuk buat investment ke etc. lah. You can read the rest So somehow this topic is actually telling you how management are actually creatively manage the earnings. Okay, secara kreatifnya dia manage earning. Okay, lagi boleh baca kat sini inventory turnover number of days. Ini ialah dia punya movement of number of stock increase the risk of obsolescence. Katakanlah substantial changes or increase to ratio can be indicator of inventory or purchasing scheme. Misal fictitious inventory, ada yang mungkin dia reka lah. Fictitious inventory ni maknanya stok yang diada-adakan. Okay, stok yang diadakan contohnya you should have a write off the stock. Tapi maksudnya dia tak write off. So mungkin dia akan menunjukkan movement of stock tu ni lah. Okay, movement of stock tu dia lebih cepat atau lambat. So dia manage lah. Okay, etc. You boleh baca lagi ni this how the ratio can be used to predict the earnings management. You can read the rest etc. Ada satu lagi, ini yang lebih advance. You have not, ni yang belum belajar lagi masa FAR1, FAR2. Dia ada Binage M score. Binage M score is actually a formula. Okay, formula, when you put in the formula, M score describe the degree to which earnings can be manipulated. Sebenarnya earnings management ni kalau dia tak jadi manipulation, biasa je company manage sikit-sikit tu mungkin okay, tapi there are levels. Let's say so M score is actually is used to predict the fraudulent activities. Okay, M score of less than negative 2.22, maksudnya number lebih besar daripada negative 2.22 ni suggest that company will not be a manipulator. Katakanlah dia lebih besar daripada ni. So maksudnya dia sebenarnya dia mungkin company tu mungkin dia engage lah with the earnings management. Faham tak? Macam tu lah. Okay, manipulator. So M score less than negative 2.22 suggest company will not be a manipulator. M score higher than negative 2.22, okay, signals that company is likely to be a manipulator. So bila you masukkan formula-formula ni, you akan nampak satu score, nama ni M score. Okay, so ini specifically used in order to determine if company may be a manipulator. Okay, so dia ada ni formula dia ni. Okay, ni saya tak ambil tak detail lah. Kalau you pursue your study, okay, mungkin ni belajar lebih detail lah earnings management etc. So this lead to mechanism. Okay, mechanism to limit. Okay, how actually to limit the practice of creative accounting. Sebab excessive creative accounting and earnings, management of earnings may lead to fraudulent financial reporting. So actually company cuba untuk mengurangkan lah, menghadkan creative accounting ni sebab dia boleh jadi penyelewengan lah. Okay, pertama ialah through board of directors punya composition. Dia boleh the presence in the board of directors, there is a presence of audit committee, independent non-executive director, maksudnya executive daripada outside party lah, an optimal mix of the board directors, okay, expect to provide necessary monitoring role in enhancing the quality of reported earnings. So board of composition tu dia mesti balance lah. Okay, ada yang non-independent, non-executive directors juga. Non-executive director maksudnya director yang bukan eksekutif. Okay? Ataupun lagi board commitment. So board commitment board pun kena ambil tahulah berkenaan dengan isu ni. So dia pun kena should work closely, proactively, ethics, honesty, accountability, integrity. Kalau pergi dengar lead by example kan. So board commitment pun dia mesti committed lah. Okay, committed to show ethical working culture in the company. So this will somehow manage ataupun limit the practice of the creative accounting. Audit committee, okay, which is part of the board. The audit committee has a role to oversee the entity's financial reporting process, like a link between the internal audit function and the board. So dia mesti ada close working with the audit committee lah. So some company, big company, they have internal audit. Okay, internal audit mean the auditing is carried out within the company itself before go to the external auditing. Okay, so the committee also very important to play regarding the earnings management. So dia boleh limit the practice lah. Okay, fraud, overseeing the fraud, risk management. Okay, etc. lah. Audit committee ni mesti mesti berfungsi lah. Internal control system pun sama you boleh baca Dia dah belajar audit kan? Belajar audit ke? Dah ada kan? Okay, disclosure of accounting information. Disclosure of accounting information meaning that company very encouraged to disclose more information in the financial statement. Okay, in the annual report. So they will somehow reduce the possibility of the earnings management. Okay, reduce ataupun limit the practice. Okay, ni you boleh baca lah. Lepas tu you cuba sini kan, yang FAR3 very good in summary Okay, summary ni dia boleh jadi you punya notes tau. Okay, you boleh jadi notes. You boleh tengok, you boleh ambil summary ni sebagai you punya main point in that chapter. Lepas tu dia punya details you can actually refer to the comprehensive explanation about the topic lah. Okay, so you boleh cuba buat soalan ni. Okay, cuba buat soalan ni. Okay, ini ialah you punya homework. Okay, lepas tu next class ada dah, saya tak check dah, saya akan bagi you jawapan je. Okay, kalau you request. Actually, these are actually all inside your textbook. You boleh cuba, you boleh tengok jawapan dalam textbook. Okay?
Madam, ni last class ke?
Yeah, last dah. Sorry, ambil masa you lebih sikit. Yes.
Madam, yang video tu bila kan?
Sorry?
Yang evaluation video tu.
Evaluation from peer evaluation tu. Ni saya nak bagi tahu ni. You dah submit you punya assignment kan? Saya tak bagi tahu sekaligus lah. You dah submit you punya assignment kan? Betul tak? You punya video.
Dah semua dah.
Dah submit. Okay, boleh tak?
Semalam.
Boleh tak? You share you punya video tu dalam you punya WhatsApp punya group tu. You boleh share kat situ. Share ni maksudnya you hantar je tu. Lepas tu saya akan bagi evaluation form. So kawan-kawan ni saya akan bagi evaluation form. So kawan-kawan you boleh access. Boleh tak? So saya akan bagi evaluation group number 1, okay, group number 2 sampai group number 10. So you refer lah kat let's say Omar tengok presentation ataupun video presentation from group number 1 katakanlah. So Omar access lah. You tengok kan contoh tu, saya akan create the same rubric for your class, for your video tu. Lepas tu you pun bagi markah kat situ lah. Boleh? Itu ialah peer evaluation lah. Previously what I did was, we do the poster presentation in the class. I will require, let's say group number 1 presents, group number 2 will evaluate, group number 1. Okay, and then when group number 2 present, group number 3 will evaluate group number 2. Okay, and then when the group number 2 and number 3 present, and group number 4 will evaluate group number 3. Are you following? Tapi sebab kita ni lebih kepada online punya ni kan. So everybody can actually access lah. Let's say, tapi you janganlah access group you punya pula. Macam angkat bakul angkat bakul sendiri. Faham Okay, so sebab I cannot monitor that. Saya tak boleh monitor. Itu atas kejujuran sendiri. Okay, baik dan buruk yang kita buat Tuhan tahu. Betul tak? Faham tak?
Betul.
So bila saya hantar you punya Google Form tu, let's say kalau group number 1. So group yang lain tu group number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boleh evaluate group number 1. Group number 1 tak perlu lah evaluate diri sendiri. Faham tak?
Madam, kira wakil group je lah evaluate untuk group 1 contoh.
Tak perlulah, saya tak nak complicated sangat. So maksudnya group number 1 will be evaluated by members except group number 1. Boleh? Maksudnya kan, katakanlah Tira group nombor berapa?
Contoh lah, saya tak ingat. Contoh saya group 1.
Okay, katakanlah Tira group number 1 kan. So semua member dalam group number 1 tu janganlah access yang group number 1. Faham?
Maksudnya sebenarnya semua evaluation kecuali grup
Semua
saya.
boleh kecuali group you je. Faham? Kalau group number 2 kan saya bagi evaluation form nanti selain daripada group number 2 tu, you boleh access lah. Boleh?
Faham.
Faham.
Faham kan? You kalau you janganlah access yang sendiri nak buat apa. Betul tak? Because you are actually you want to get the assessment kan? Kawan-kawan you yang menilai yang macam tu. Itu yang panggil peer evaluation. Understand or not? Macam tu lah. So nanti sabar. Saya akan create Google Form tu dalam minggu ni sebab saya ada benda lain saya kena siap dulu. InsyaAllah, insyaAllah by the end of this week kalau saya boleh buat lagi awal. Tapi sekarang ni you dah mula boleh ni, you dah boleh access. You dah boleh share dulu dalam group tu. Okay, share dalam group. Okay, group number 1. Kalau tak nak bagi bolok sangat, boleh tak? You mula-mula hari ni hari apa. Tapi tak apalah. Jadi you bagi semua, you share. You guna YouTube ke you guna Google Link?
Dua-dua ada rasanya.
Tak ada masalah.
Ada yang guna YouTube.
Okay, sebab you dah hantar dalam link kan, tak ada masalah lah. Itu memang saya simpan lah untuk saya, dokumen saya. Tapi sekarang ni untuk kawan-kawan you boleh share you punya video presentation dalam WhatsApp group tu, so kawan-kawan boleh tengok juga. Boleh?
Tak pun saya share nanti list tu dekat group nanti yang saya dah susun tu.
Boleh juga macam tu. Tapi saya suka je untuk sebab yang list tu tak ada masalah tau. Okay, itu you nak share pun boleh. Tapi you boleh boleh jugalah kalau Atira nak buat macam tu pun tak apa. Sebab saya suka je nampak lebih terbuka kan. Sebab saya
Nanti
suka
dia orang
je
tekan
nampak.
je.
Sorry? Takut keliru?
Nanti kalau dia orang nak buka, dia orang tekan je.
Okay. Kalau macam tu pun boleh juga. Lagi cepat lah. Okay, so Tira share yang complete tu dalam WhatsApp group. Lepas tu kawan-kawan boleh tengok. Nanti saya akan bagi Google Form tu, tapi bagi masa saya 2-3 hari ni, nanti saya akan share Google Form tu. Contoh, group evaluation number 1, okay, group 1 will be accessed by other members. Boleh? Okay, evaluation group untuk number 2 will be accessed by other members. Boleh?
Boleh.
Okay, nanti saya akan buka Google Form tu, saya akan boleh kira dia punya average response. Saya boleh kira lah. Okay? Macam tu lah. Boleh So Tira dah boleh share benda tu yang complete list, okay, including the link, and you can actually look at it. Kalau tak nak tengok lagi pun tak apa. Sebab apa, nanti bila saya share evaluation form tu, you boleh buat sekaligus. So saya tak bagi due date lah. Okay, saya tak bagi tahu due date, tapi due date you mestilah sehingga bila last day? Sebab you punya exam bila? Last paper you bila?
Paper ke?
Macam ni lah senang saya bagi due date.
17 hari
Bila you start exam?
4 hari bulan.
First paper apa? 4 bulan.
Apa saya lah kan? Saya lah kan? Betul.
4 bulan.
Maksudnya due date dia sehingga 4 hari bulan lah, senang cerita. Okay, Tira dah boleh ni, insyaAllah saya akan cuba bagi Google Form tu secepat mungkin. Okay? Boleh faham kan? Satu lagi saya nak ingatkan, boleh tak nanti you boleh buat penilaian, tunggu. Pengajaran dan penilaian, saya tahu saya lupa. Pengajaran dan penilaian pengajaran tu seperti biasa yang buat every sem tu. Itu boleh you tolong buat assessment untuk saya, okay? Untuk course saya ni lah, okay? Okay, nanti saya student, okay. Okay, siapa nak tanya tadi? Please go ahead.
Saya.
Ya.
Doktor, untuk evaluation yang group tu nanti,
Okay.
kita semua, saya tak tahulah, I'm asking for you to not disturb our study week, which is our study week is on only kita dah study week tak?
Sorry? Bila start?
Okay, start daripada 31 Disember sehingga 2 Februari, which is literally only 3 days. So I guess kita orang nak I guess saya harap kalau doktor boleh bagi evaluation form tu awal, kita orang boleh settle the evaluation early and we can focus on our final.
Okay, kalau macam tu katakanlah, sebab saya ada komitmen lain sebenarnya Omar. Kalau macam tu tak ada PU evaluation boleh? Saya yang access je boleh?
Saya okey je.
Okay, sebab saya tak nak kacau. Kalau Omar raise kan, kalau kacau you punya study punya period, so that would be okay. If there is no peer evaluation, that would be okay, tak ada masalah pun. Okay? Ataupun you boleh tengok time-time free pun tak apa. Okay, Omar, kalau you rasa disturb, you tak payah evaluate, tak ada masalah pun. Okay?
Maksudnya
Sebab
tak, saya ingatkan kita orang kena buat sebelum final. Kalau contoh macam dalam minggu-minggu final tu evaluate tak apa ke?
tak apa, tak ada masalah pun sebenarnya. Okay, Ustaz kata you boleh tengok time you free je. Okay, kalau misalnya sebab saya akan ambil average. Saya akan ambil average. Katakanlah you tak sempat nak tengok, saya tak akan buat penalty pun. Okay? Saya tak akan buat tetapi sehingga katakanlah bila saya nak prepare you punya carry mark, saya akan ambil siapa yang evaluate saja. Boleh?
Saya okey je.
Katakanlah Umar very busy, you are entrepreneur, right? Okay, if you are very busy, you don't want to look at it, no problem, tak issue pun. Okay, so saya provide je because it is I need the peer evaluation. But if let's say you are very busy, you cannot evaluate, no problem, tak ada issue. Saya akan ambil average. Okay, katakanlah ada 10 orang je yang cuba, you jangan jadi buat benda ni satu constraint tu, you make it as something which is fun, okay, something to learn. Okay, kalau you rasa benda tu beban, tak ada masalah, saya boleh evaluate. Okay, sebab saya akan ambil Google Form tu, saya akan ambil setakat yang evaluate, saya takkan penalty sesiapa pun, jangan bimbang. Okay, boleh Umar?
Okey.
Macam tu okey.
Tapi saya akan bagi Google Form tu dalam you punya group sampai satu tarikh, insyaAllah by katakanlah sehingga berapa hari bulan, mungkin katakanlah dalam 10 hari bulan 1 ke, saya akan cut off date lah. Macam tu. Okay? Bila time saya nak ambil, okay. Boleh itu je. Jangan ambil ni sebagai satu beban, nanti you stress. Okay, it's not good to be stressed out. Okay, kalau you rasa tak sempat, no problem. Sebab saya akan ambil secara purata. Okay? Itu saja. So tolong fill in the evaluation pengajaran dan penilaian pengajaran tu. Saya akan select all student. Tak ada masalah. Saya rasa saya select dah semalam tapi tak tahu kenapa dia tak lekat kalau guna handset. Saya akan buat sekarang. Saja dah, boleh tak kalau this is since our last class, can you turn on your videos? Boleh nak ambil gambar sekali je. Okay, so I stop sharing this one. Okay, so saya akan turn on saya punya video lah. Tapi saya kat rumah je ni. Okay, I already start sharing my my video to you. Can you turn on just about 1 minute? Okay, let's just hi Tira. This is me. I'm working from home. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, I can see Hakimi there, Fatih, right? Okay, siapa lagi?
Hai, Fatih.
Umar kat mana sekarang?
Tak. Saya dekat Penang.
Oh, kat Penang. Okay, you stay at home don't go anywhere. Okay,
Kita balik
anywhere
dah.
in Semenanjung is red zone. Semua red zone. Okay, you just stay at home. Cepat, perempuan yang girls tu pakai tudung cepat-cepat.
Correct.
Saya pun stay at home. I'm working from home. Utayan, this is my first time. Have you ever seen me, Utayan? This is your first time, right? Sorry, sekali lagi Atira?
Madam tak datang office dah ke?
Kita ada sistem penggiliran. Okay, every let's say kalau semalam saya kena pergi office, hari ni tak boleh. Macam tu. Okay. So let's wait for about few more seconds, okay, before we end the class. You ada kelas lagi tak lepas ni? Ada? Okay. Mesti. Minta maaf saya ambil masa you extra sikit.
Our Tuesday is the most packed Tuesday, 8 until 5 our class.
Oh, sorry. Sekejap je. Nanti lepas ni no more class no more class. Alhamdulillah, I managed to finish your syllabus. I'm so happy. Alhamdulillah. Okay, Nur Hakim Khan, Nur Alia, Naim, banyaknya Naim. Dia buka disebut. Anik, mana lagi? Mana Arifah, Madia, Akila, where are you? Aizatul Atika, Aina Izati, Arifah, Mana lagi? Fatin Najihah, Azimah, Husna, Madiha, Iqbal Hakim, Janani. Okay, I'm so happy. I learn a lot. Not only me, not only you learn in my course, but I also learn from you all. Alhamdulillah. So my apology for my witnesses. So I hope that you can pass my paper. Please study. Okay, please be committed with your program, and I pray that everybody will be able to answer your exam. Okay, insyaAllah. Okay, so ada rezeki mungkin I'm telling you next semester I'll be teaching advanced financial accounting too, but I don't know which because we have 2 lecturers. Okay, so I think that is all. Thank you so much for your commitment, your participation, your hard work. Okay, I value that. Okay, so atas kesilapan saya minta maaf. Okay, so saya nak ambil picture, saya nak ambil gambar.
Thank you so much for teaching us.
Yes.
So saya mewakili kelas semua minta halal ilmu dan doakan kita orang untuk berjaya sampai nanti.
Ya.
Minta maaf salah silap.
Ya, saya maafkan. Okay, saya maafkan. Sama juga dengan saya. Okay. Assalamualaikum. Saya ambil gambar sekali. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, Assalamualaikum. Bye.
Thank you, madam. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, terima kasih.
Thank you, Doktor.
Okay, terima kasih. Terima kasih participate dalam kelas saya. Okay, thank you.
Doktor.
Okay.
Thank you, Doktor.
Assalamualaikum. Terima kasih. Terima kasih. Stay safe, stay safe. Just stay at home. Don't go out unnecessarily. Okay? Okay, the virus are everywhere. Okay, I'm also afraid. Okay, take care. So I end the meeting now, Okay.